Good morning, and here we are at week six already. I saw a bunch of projects already coming in. Been looking at them from week five, and they look fantastic. You guys doing a great job in formulating those projects, and it would be a lot of fun to see you actually teach those, and how many of you connect with your students on those. So I don't get that opportunity, obviously. Giving you feedback on them, as I said in my email earlier this week, is a challenge sometimes. Especially when we don't meet face to face, making sure that my communication to you meets your expectations, and the expectations that we have set for this class can be tough sometimes. So, like I said in that email, if there's something that is confusing, something that's unclear, make sure you shoot me an email. Let me know, and I've said it before. The goal of this course and the goal of your time in getting your endorsement in this is that you become a better computer science teacher in the end. Some of you are fantastic at what you do already, and I hope this course is helping that. But yeah, the goal here is for you to be better at what you do, and not for me to leave you with a bad taste in your mouth about the program or about computer science or me or anything in general. So just let me know if you need some more clarification on something. Always willing to give you that whenever you need it. So let's look into this week. It's kind of part two in terms of project building. You're going to be making another project this time. Really similar. We're going to emphasize a few different details this week, although specifically a real world computing problem, or kind of a project-based learning type approach to this, and really focusing on the assessment that you're giving, particularly over a time period. So this might be a little bit of a longer project that you do. I know some of you did longer projects your first go around this past week, but how are you assessing your students as it goes on? So kind of outlining the requirements for this week anyway. We're looking for about a 3-page document, double-spaced. You're going to explain your project, give us the objectives that you're going to have, grade level you're teaching it, the standards, ISTE standards, or whether you're connecting with another subject matter standards. You can include those in there as well. How are you going to be engaging your students? What's the collaboration going to look like? Grouping them? What critical thinking you're going to have them do? What materials are they going to need for this project? Again, can be something digital, something you have them complete online, or it can be non-digital, not having any computer turned on at all for the project, where they're learning in a different route, which is also very effective. So either way you want to do it, that's totally cool. Looking for a timeline for this one too. How far will they get each day? Kind of what you're thinking, how long it's going to take them, checkpoints that you might be giving them. We also want to include a rubric for this one. How are you going to assess them at the end? It would be really good to include. And then this could be a tough one for this. I want to know, what would a successful student project look like at the end of this? So how will you know that they got it? What will the got it student look like in something like this? So again, this can be different depending on whether you're doing a digital something or not. But in a way possible, and you're creative people, how can you, what would that student look like, that student project look like? So if you need more clarification, I'm going to do a really bad job of explaining it right here. So let me know. We do mention Python on the module this week. You do not have to be teaching a lesson or a project specifically using Python. Some of you are not actively teaching computer science right now. I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. I included some supplemental resources on there if you're interested and curious. You can check those out. There's some really good ones on there. But this can be a project for any computer science lesson, or full project, I guess, not just one lesson for this, I guess. But wherever you get your sources from, just make sure we cite those using that APA format. Also looking at the discussion board this week, there's a couple of questions on there, and just want your response to those questions, plus feedback on at least 2 other classmates as well. Want to take a moment to look ahead. We usually look backwards at the last week, and the upcoming week, but I want to look ahead one more week. Our week 7 module includes you teaching a lesson, recording that. And I know for some of you that's going to be a bit sticky in terms of scheduling, making sure you have a lesson you can teach, or in a classroom you can teach, because not all of you actually are traditional classroom teachers right now. So I want to give you a heads up that that's coming up, so something to be thinking about, as you may need to get permissions to be able to do that. It's going to be an unlisted YouTube video, so hopefully that works out for you. I think that's all I've got. If I've missed something, please let me know, and I can clarify it for you. On maybe a bit more of a personal note, I love this college, and I love the Christian values it stands for, and how the community comes together for things. And my son is currently admitted to the hospital with an interesting infection on his skin, where it basically he's burning. His skin burns over and over again. So kind of like a sunburn that never really goes away, and he's peeling, and it's not a good deal. It's kind of hard to sit there and watch him go through it, but if I've kind of enjoyed our community we've built here, and if you could offer a little prayer for him, that would be great. He's going to be there for a couple days, so tough time for him. But sorry, I had to throw that in there. That's kind of where I'm at in my life right now, and where my mind is drawn to, at least for the next few days. So thank you for the work that you guys done so far, and I look forward to what you come up with this week as well.